said here, you know, the wheels of justice grind slowly. I did not think they would grind so slowly that they would rock the defendant apparently to sleep at the defense table today. I mean, I have to say, I was not there. I do not know if he was asleep. It is possible he was, you know, meditating or just resting his eyes or something. I don't know. But like, that's those headlines, you know, on the front page of the New York Times, front page of the Washington Post, front page of the Huffington Post, front page of multiple news outlets today coming out of this, that Trump appeared to fall asleep on the first day of his trial, those are going to stick. I mean, I know it's not the most important legal thing, but we are in the middle of a campaign, and the age issue is the main thing the Trump campaign wants to use against his opponent. The whole Sleepy Joe thing. I mean, this is, as you said, Ari, this is the most historic thing that Donald Trump has ever done. No president ever has been, no former president ever has been a criminal defendant. And on day one, the headlines coming out of it are that he appeared to doze off. And to me, that's just, I mean, it's insane. It's also a reminder of how scary, however scary and somber and important this is. We're also dealing with somebody who is just fundamentally buffoonish. And this will be as much a reminder of that as it is of all the more serious things here that are at stake. You know, this is a...
Everybody's going to have their say who works in cable news in terms of what happened to Trump as the jury was, well, they began to put the jury together for the hush money payment trial in New York. But for me, just have a listen to Rachel Maddow. Totally gets it spot on. Absolutely spot on. The only issue I would say, if there's one issue, it's just a shame that more people who perhaps should hear this, should see this, won't. You know, those who, well, they can't get enough of what Fox and the like non-stop feed to them.
Watching this from afar, if you saw Donald Trump behind bars, you know, cuffed or, you know, frog walked out of that courtroom, I mean, his numbers would go sky high, his fundraising would go off the charts. Does he have an unlimited amount of people willing to put money into his pocket to pay for his trials?
Well, let's do it and find out. Why are we concerned? Why are we concerned about how much money he raises off of a perp walk? Why are we concerned how much ire is cast upon the system by his sycophantic followers? If the justice system is doing its justice correctly and fairly, yeah, those of us in the political space will know, okay, yeah, that's a political problem for him. And it's a political opportunity for his opponents. That's the politics of this. But our system shouldn't be beholden, Andrea, to concerns about whether or not Donald Trump raises money and his numbers go up if the system is doing what it's supposed to do. And if he is convicted, then in my view, all of the entrapments of being a former president should be stripped away. So there is no concern about security in a jail cell, because then he's a convicted felon. He's not a former president.